Hello, my name is Candace Lopez. How many plastic bags do you think Americans use a year? We use over 102.1 billion plastic bags a year, and only 1% of those are recycled. Also, did you know that Americans use over 200 million plastic bottles a year, and over 75% of those end up in landfills? Today, I'll be talking to you about the effects of plastic waste on our environment and persuading you to buy biodegradable plastics or other alternatives to plastic. I believe that if we buy biodegradable plastics or other alternatives, we can save our air, land, and water from this plastic waste. Researcher and environmentalist David Barnes says that plastic never fully decomposes. It just becomes smaller and smaller. And he says that it is impossible to recycle all plastics. In reality, only two types of plastic are recycled: the plastic that are used for water jugs, bottle caps, and synthetic fibers, or plastic used for water pipes and plastic bottles. You will benefit from listening to my speech because you will learn about the harm that this plastic waste is doing on our environment and what we can do to help. One of the places that plastic gets discarded is in the air that we breathe. One way to get rid of plastic that's not recycled is to burn it. We burn it using an incinerator. An incinerator burns the plastic but releases toxic heavy metals and chemicals and a variety of toxic discharges. Most toxic releases went into the air, and the plastic industry contributed over 40% of the national total. The place that plastic fills is our ground and landfills. Because plastics embody energy from fossil fuels, leaving so much plastic in landfills is a waste of a very valuable resource that could be used for energy, electricity, or heat. Plastics in the U.S. landfills were converted into liquid fuel. We would be able to power all the cars in Los Angeles for over a year. When plastic fills landfills, leachate is produced. And this is produced when water picks up toxins and keeps seeping through the trash. Eventually, this toxic leachate leaks into the ground and the surface, releasing pollutants that can harm our environment. The last place that all of our unused or unrecycled plastics fill up are the oceans. Oceans all over the world are 86% plastic waste. And all this plastic waste is killing and trapping sea turtles, fish, and coral. Sea animals that have washed up ashore were discovered to have numerous amounts of plastic inside their stomachs. Off the coast of California, about 500 miles, there is an island made of primarily plastic waste. This island is the size of Texas, and it's called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This is created when trash and debris from North America and Asia were continuously mixed by wave action and wind, creating a vortex of trash. The solution to plastic waste is to use biodegradable plastics instead. Biodegradable plastic allows for plastic in landfills to decompose by microbes in a couple of years rather than hundreds. This decomposition process creates clean energy that we use for methane gas. Biodegradable plastics are polyiacic acid, which is a resin from corn, so it does not release any toxic chemicals to any living organisms. A couple of examples of this biodegradable plastic could be food packaging, such as plastic decomposing after a sell day. Also, a tarp that is used for shade that can decompose into mulch afterwards. Some people might object to biodegradable plastics because they say that it does not have a long shelf life to store things. This might be true, but biodegradable plastic should only be used when they have a concrete benefit for something and should not be used for extended long-term use. Today, I have discussed with you the toxic chemicals being released in the air from plastic, leachate seeping in from our trash in landfills and contaminating our ground, plastic consuming energy that we need in landfills, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch that's created by our plastic waste, and that's killing all of our beautiful sea life. So today, I hope that you go out and buy a biodegradable aluminum water bottle instead of using the plastic water bottle that you might be using every day. Small steps like this could definitely help our plastic waste epidemic. Thank you so much.